Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the second of the 3 Wet n Wild palettes that I recently picked up. You can now pick these up from beautybay.com and I believe they were £3.75, £3.85, so it is a relatively inexpensive brand. This is the second palette that I'm going to be sharing with you. The first one, and I'll link that down below, I was disappointed with. One of the colours in there, it was a beautiful burgundy shade. That's what it looked like in the palette or in the pan, but actually on the eye it came off quite a deep charcoal with a hint of purple. So not at all like the burgundy that I was expecting. But this one I'm really excited about. It looks like this. You of course get 10 shades. You get 2 transitional shades and the rest are shimmers. Of course that's the logo, Wet n Wild, and then on the back you have the eyeshadows numbered. So they're numbered 1 to 10 and they also give you an idea of 2 eye looks, and they give you the corresponding numbers as well to help you. I really like that, even though, you know, it is a inexpensive brand. Now on the inside, like I said, you get 2 mattes, and I also like the fact that imprinted into those 2 matte shades you get the word transition, so you're in no doubt as to what they can be used for. Obviously you can do whatever you like with eyeshadows. There is no rule at all as to where you put them on the eye, but of course I have used them in my look as transitional shades, and what I really want to tell you is that I really loved using this palette. I have applied it on this side of my face and I cannot wait to show you how I did it and more of what I thought. But I really like how these shades applied. They work well together. I love the colorways. They came off exactly as you see in the pan. I particularly like this shade, absolutely beautiful. They blended out really well. Then I went in with that teal shade. Like I said, Dose of Colours, I think, actually a couple of months ago came out with their, I think they're called the Colour Block Single Shadows, but they are £16 per eyeshadow, which is incredible. I nearly actually picked one up because I love the shade so much, but I'm so pleased now that I held off purchasing that because that teal in there is beautiful and it's a duochrome, but I'll get into that more in a moment when I share with you the swatches. So like I said, you get 2 mattes here and the other 8 are shimmers, just beautiful colorways. I really love the color story in this palette. It is just stunning, and you can see that that teal is just outstanding. Okay, let's go into the swatches. So I've got that first transitional shade, so of course that's matte, and then I've got the second transitional shade there. Of course that is also matte as well. They really work well together. You can even see side by side they just complement each other, don't they? So moving on to the shimmers, you've got your first shimmer shade, which I also used in the inner corner. Really love that as your classic champagne. You've then got that mint green with a little bit of yellow in it. Love that as well. We've then got a deeper champagne shade there. Then we have a deeper neutral brown tone there. And then we have another one there which has got a little bit more of a peachy tone to it, I suppose. Then we have that beautiful teal shade. Now you can see it very clearly in the swatch there that that is a duochrome. So it's like a teal on brown. Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Then we have the last 2 shades. Now this one, they both actually look quite deep on the arm, don't they? But this one looks more brown in the pan and this one looks more green. You can just about pick that up. But yeah, I'm not too sure on those colours, but these ones, beautiful. Absolutely stunning eyeshadow palette. Really, really love it. So of course now I'm going to share with you a look. Now of course I'm going to start off by using, just cleaning my brush a little bit because I want to use the same brush. So I'm using, of course, one of the Primark's PS eye contour brushes. Love that. And I'm going in with that first transitional shade, this one here, which is in the palette, it's numbered number 1. So I'm just going to get that on the brush. Now what I also want to mention is that although these kick up a little bit, and if I remember rightly from my original video, the shades did kick up quite a bit. This one does kick up a little bit, but not too much, and they blend beautifully on the eye. Now of course I've already added my eye base, which as always is the Revolution Pro Eye Elements in Central, and I'm just going to then buff that into the crease and above. And it's a really beautiful eyeshadow to start off with. It really blends very nicely, and you know, when I was putting on this eye palette on the other side, because of course, you know, I want to also just give you a little bit of how I felt when and my thoughts obviously when I applied it. So and it also helps me as well when I'm doing my eye look. I was really pleased because I thought, oh my goodness, and I've held off doing this eyeshadow palette because I was so disappointed. But as soon as I started applying these, I thought, yeah, I'm onto a winner here. So I'm so pleased to be able to tell you that I like this palette. So that is the base shade, so that's shade number 1. This shade here, the second shade that I'm going to apply, is numbered number 10. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that onto the point of the brush and then just start working that into the crease. I really love this shade. It is beautiful. It's like a burgundy brown. It is just stunning. Now again, this shade has a little bit of kick up, but nothing, you know, too major. Now I want to keep this shade quite low. I don't want to take it up too high, but I am going to blend it out a little bit here on the outer corner. Like that. And I love the shade so much, I'm going to put more of it on. I just love it. I'm going to add some more here too. Just love it so much, and I'm so pleased. I really don't like it when I purchase something and then I'm really disappointed with it, because it makes me think, oh no, I've wasted my money. And nobody likes to waste their money, so I'm absolutely thrilled with this. So I'm just going to keep building that up like that. Now of course, because I've applied the eyeshadow onto that side, I always have to adjust it a little bit. But oh goodness, it's just beautiful. Love it. Now what I did was I actually went underneath the eye with the deeper shade. So that's shade number 10. You can see how easy that blended out there. It is just beautiful. Then I'm going into shade number 1, that first transitional shade, and I'm just going to use that shade just to blend it out. Because what I want is, I want it to be deeper near the lash line rather than deeper as it comes down. So like that. I'm just going to do a little bit more here, a little bit of an adjustment. So like that. Oh, it's just stunning. Gorgeous. Okay, now for the start of the show. I'm going to apply it with my finger first, just to show that you can apply it with a finger if that's how you like to apply your eyeshadow. You have to build it up though if you're putting it on with your finger. Like that. Just cleaning that off. I found this eyeshadow worked well and better with a brush, and I'm also going to wet it as well. So I'm going in with that teal shade, which they've numbered number 4. So I'm just going to get that on the brush, and then I'm going to get my Obsession Pigment Boost Fixing Spray, but obviously you can use any fixing spray, and I'm just going to wet that. Get a little bit more. It works so well. I mean, these eyeshadows, especially this teal one, has restored my faith in Wet n Wild because it is such a beautiful eyeshadow. It is just stunning. In fact, I'm going to put more on. I love it so much. And it works like, once you wet the brush, it really works at like a pigment. It is beautiful. Now I'm just going to get some more of that shade number 10 on the brush, and then I'm just going to deepen that crease up a little bit more. But it's set now as well. It is just like I said, I've applied a pigment to my eye. It is just stunning. Now what I'm going to do is swap brushes, and I'm going in with the PS Pro shading. Let me just start that again. I think I said bro, not pro. So it's the Primark PS Pro shading eye brush. It is just a pencil brush. The brush that I use to apply the actual teal shade is from Wilko. It's just a flat shader brush, I think they're called. Now with this one, the pencil brush, I'm going in with this champagne shade here, which is numbered number 6. So I'm just getting that. It is such a soft, beautiful eyeshadow, stunning. And I'm just going to blend it into that teal shade and then go around the inner corner. Again, when I do this, it just lightens up my eye. Personally, I can't go in with a too deep a shade. It just closes my eye up completely. So this technique just opens my eyes up, and it just makes my eyes, it draws you into that inner corner, doesn't it? So love it. Then what I'm going to do is just get that brush again, the eye contour brush, and just go all along there just to make sure that that is all blended as I usually do. I'm now going to just add a little bit of eyeliner, and of course this is the Revolution HD Smoky Waterproof Liner, and it's all rubbed off now because I've used it so much. And it works perfectly. And have I brought my mascara? No, I've forgotten my mascara. When I take my picture, I will add that, but I've left it in the bedroom and I've forgotten totally to bring that in. But I'll give you a close-up. That is the eye look. I would love your thoughts. Now, after the last video, a few of you have actually got in contact with me to say how you love this eyeshadow palette. I really am so grateful to you, anyone who contacted me about Wet n Wild, because it really has encouraged me to use this palette and I really love it. So I want to give you a big thank you. I really do love this. The other one, not so keen, and I won't be using that one again, but I can definitely see myself using this palette again. It is beautiful, and I can see why so many of you have repurchased that little palette. Also, I wanted to share with you the lipstick that I'm wearing today. I've gone for something a little bit different. I suppose if I'm using the eyeshadow palette Comfort Zone, I wanted to go out of my comfort zone, and I'm using one of the Morphe Daring Metallic liquid lipsticks, and the first shade is, if I can find it, Reflection. So it's a deep shade. Let me just take it out of the box. So it's like that. So I applied that first, and then I went into the middle with a shade from Revolution, which is one of their Nudes metallic liquid lipsticks, and it is in the shade Pixelated. So I just applied this, the Morphe all over, and then Pixelated in the middle, just to give me this pop of colour. So I wanted to, as I said, go out of my comfort zone. So I would love your thoughts on my eye look. It is just a beautiful, absolutely beautiful palette. I love it. The mattes are just so blendable, they work so well together, and those shimmers are just so soft. The swatches here just do not do the shades justice whatsoever, and it is so affordable. Like I say, it's available now at beautybay.com, so if you want to head on over there and pick it up, well, if you do pick it up, I would love to hear your thoughts on it, and if you have picked it up, what are you thinking? And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would absolutely love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.